Ever since the release of the teaser trailer for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker over at Star Wars Celebration just a little over 1 week ago, a lot of people have been wondering exactly where the Star Wars sequel trilogy is heading by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about this film that a lot of people are very curious about is, of course, when are we getting the next teaser trailer and/or the full trailer, or when are we getting new footage for this movie? This way we can get a look at some of the other characters like Kylo Ren, Rey, and maybe even Luke Skywalker on the big screen. And that was one of the big complaints about the teaser trailer, is that we only got one shot of Kylo Ren striking somebody down in the woods, and that was it. So, what's really intriguing though is that Disney and Lucasfilm are currently planning their appearance over at, of course, San Diego Comic-Con, and there will be a panel there for The Rise of Skywalker, and this is all going to take place within the dates of July 18th to July 21st, and that there's a lot of talk right now that they are actually eyeing in on July 20th for The Rise of Skywalker's panel, in which they will release all the new footage of Star Wars Episode 9 in the form of a BTS reel. Now, in case you guys are completely unaware of what a BTS reel really is, a BTS reel is, of course, a behind-the-scenes reel where you get all the behind-the-scenes shots of what happened on set, of what they shot for the movie, and they also show some of the finished shots in between. So it's not just all behind-the-scenes content. They also insert a lot of the finished shots, as we have seen, you know, with The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and Rogue One: A Star Wars Story and their BTS reels, very similar scenarios. So the fact that they are going to have a The Rise of Skywalker panel over at, of course, San Diego Comic-Con, and that they are looking at the date of July 20th in order to do all of this, it really does speak volumes. We do know that Star Wars is going to have a heavy presence at San Diego Comic-Con, which is great. So I think that they will also drop another teaser trailer at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm not quite sure about that. So far, the big plan as of right now is just a simple BTS reel, something very similar to what they did with The Last Jedi, where you get behind-the-scenes shots and then you get the finished shots and stuff like that. So that was one of the complaints there, is that a lot of people were hoping that it would be a full trailer at Star Wars Celebration. This way we could see a lot more footage of, let's say, for example, Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, other characters like the new ones coming into this movie. That's another thing, and an interesting thing to bring up, is that in the teaser, we didn't really get a look at any of the new characters, just the new droid, and that was basically it. The new characters, like the one being portrayed by Kerry Russell, or the one being portrayed by Dominic Monaghan, we didn't really get a look at any of them. So, granted, we will get a look at them in this BTS reel that is actually planned by Disney and Lucasfilm for San Diego Comic-Con this July, which honestly, guys, it's not all that far away. Once we are done with April, it's just really, May and June, and then we're already in the month of July at that point. So time just flies, and it'll be here before you know it. And that's exactly where I believe that they are going to follow the same exact plan as The Last Jedi, where we are not going to get the full trailer per se until October of 2019, but that's just my guess. As far as new footage goes, it is going to be dropping this July of 2019, and Disney is looking at the date of July 20th over at San Diego Comic-Con for a The Rise of Skywalker panel. So, like I say, guys, I think that this has a lot of potential because they will be showing off a lot of new characters. They will be dropping a whole bunch of new details. Again, it's not just new footage. We're going to be learning more about the story. They're going to probably drop HD images of the new characters, and of course, some of the other characters like Kylo Ren and Rey, different posters, different wallpapers. That is probably when we will get that official poster at San Diego Comic-Con. I was quite surprised that at Star Wars Celebration they did not drop an official poster that people can buy on, let's say, for example, like Amazon and different websites out there. As of right now, we don't have an official poster for The Rise of Skywalker other than the one that leaked a couple of weeks ago, where we have Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and other characters on that actual material. So with that being said, guys, what do you think about the teaser trailer so far, and what are your hopes of what you want to see in the BTS reel for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which, by the way, I'm sure that we will be hearing more about this BTS reel during the month of May and or June of what's actually going to be in it and all the different material being inserted into all of that. Now, the one thing I will say that I really do hope for at San Diego Comic-Con is that at that panel that they plan to drop on July 20th, is that they actually have Adam Driver, Mark Hamill, all the other, actors and actresses involved, in this movie. I felt it was just a little incomplete at Star Wars Celebration. I mean, mind you, Billy D. Williams really made the show at Celebration. He's such a great guy, as well as Daisy Ridley and others, such as Anthony Daniels. But it felt a little odd not having Mark Hamill there and not having Adam Driver there, right? Two of the biggest characters in the sequels and, of course, in the original. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.